Tom, good to see you, mate. Good to see you back as well. I mean, when you suffered that injury, was there a part of you thinking that was season over?
Yeah, definitely. I think that was always the concern when sort of getting the news with the results of the scan that you're fearing the worst, I guess. But I think I said at the start with Mike, the physio, and Luke that I see that as a challenge, and we'll try and knock that time down and get back and quicker than expected. So, a testament to them and the medical team and the work we've done, and hopefully now keep going.
And how is that when you're seeing so many games being played and you're just not able to be a part of them, even though you really want to be?
I mean, I've had it before, unfortunately, when I done my ACL. So I've watched a lot more games than this time. So this was a walk in the park compared to that. And luckily, we're fighting at the right end of the table for this as well. So it's obviously not where you want to be, but you want to be involved in helping out the lads. But the boys are picking up results, and it's brilliant to be able to enjoy that.
Yeah, Callum Morton's coming in your place. About a fortnight ago, we spoke to him. He says he's not used to being the battering ram. How do you feel he's got on?
I think he's been spot on. He's obviously said that himself, but he's got many different qualities, and it's probably a role that he's probably not had to do before. But one he's taken to brilliantly, and you can see he's enjoying it now as well. He's sort of kicking on every game and relishing that battle.
And do you find that your body gets used to that on a Saturday afternoon or a Tuesday night, getting bruises and getting kicks and everything?
I guess to a certain extent, it can be a bit of a lonely role at times, especially when you see yourself coming up against three defenders in the back five or so, which teams do seem to do against us. And you have to take the hits, and it's just unfortunately part and parcel of it. But like I said, Callum stood up to that brilliantly, and he's improving that every game.
We asked the manager about the permutations for the playoffs tomorrow. He says he just wants you to win and then he'll worry about everything else. Is it the same for the players as well? Are you taking much note of other results on the table or just your own?
No, I think we've been pretty good at that all season. From the start of the season when we set out our own goals, it's a case of doing our job and then the rest will take care of itself. I've always been that sort of mindset regardless of being here or other clubs. You have to beat who's in front of you, and then that's all you can do. You can't control anything else. You've got to control the controllables, as they say. So yeah, no, that'll be the case for us as players. And then if other teams want to help us out, then fantastic. That's up to them.
And it must be, I guess, nice in a way, that the thought of extending the season after last season was cut short. You're almost getting some games back in your career that you would have lost last year potentially.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you've got to look at it that way. But I think if you get the chance to be in the playoffs, then that's something you want to never turn your nose up at. So look, we're not there yet. We've still got to put some more points on the board, and if we can do that sooner rather than later, then then the better. But that's the goal, and it's something we're working really hard towards. And if we can achieve that, then those games will be something we're really looking forward to, and not just as players, but hopefully everyone else surrounding the club, the fans, and everyone.
Obviously, a week ago, it was George Grant in your position, in a sense, coming back from injury and making a substitute appearance. How much of the decision of how long you get tomorrow is down to you, or is it mainly down to Mike and the medical team?
I mean, if it was just me, then I don't know, I'd probably annoy the physios. Because I'd just say I'm available and go from there. But the physios, that's what they're there for. They're the ones with the qualifications to be able to sort of restrict that and protect us for the long haul. So I guess that'll be. I'll just say I'm available, then it takes all pressure off me then that way. So then it's up to them.
And in terms of the match sharpness, because you've only had a few weeks out, do you feel that you've lost some match sharpness, and will you only know how much you've lost when you come onto the pitch?
I mean, undoubtedly you're going to lose a bit of that sharpness. Having said that, I didn't feel too far off it when I came on, only for a short time on Saturday. But of course, you're going to have to get that back quite quickly. There's not many games left to be able to get that back. But I like you said, I've not been out for too long, which is a bit of a blessing in that respect. So hopefully that won't need to be too much.